Cincinnati Bengals. That's the team we're gonna see.
I'm just a wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fist. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me home. Told my cousin you better run. Last time he poked fun at me, got my
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And they finally stopped him, but not before he's inside the 15. A terrific return.
There hasn't been a game played where defenses don't talk about coming out on their toes and being the aggressor. But, boy, when you give up a return like that, you're really starting it on your heels. Let's see how they adjust.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the handoff, Benson running right. A nice job of break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
At the Bengals' 11-yard line.
Jackson, options out left. And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
No, we change it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing his dart. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Bengals. First down.
Here's Dart. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll leave the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing his dart. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go. Here's Dart. And he is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's a gain of
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
13. Hey, report. No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that is incomplete. The Ravens are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a 3rd and 6. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A 4-yard gain.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hey, report. Report. Hey, Ozzy. Middle. Sit up.
They'll try and throw for it to Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to the...
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
First down 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Now Dart. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Benson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind him can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Another run here with Benson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me. Whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Baltimore, first down.
Here's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Now a 2nd and 6. Jackson now off the bootleg. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Lamar changing the look. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To the air, Dart. Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
A gain of 12 brings up 3rd.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Baltimore first down.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
180. Report. Report. 180. What a shot.
Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Hey, report.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Dart. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Gain of 53 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11.
To throw now, Dart. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Evan McPherson for the
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first-half lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Yeah. Really, I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Jackson going to keep it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
18 Rebel. 70 Rangers. Go!
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And now an audible here into something else.
7 Pirate, 79 Bronco, Mustang 19.
Looking to throw, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12, and a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
18 Pioneer. 60.
To throw is Dart. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Noah Gray, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are pouring it on. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They juked him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Walker has it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go again with Benson. Now inside the 25. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Trey Benson McPherson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Ravens 10. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing his Dart. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing, Dart. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing his Dart. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. They needed 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion. completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Sit hard. 180. You. Hey, middle. Motion. Hurry.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Report. 180.
Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker.
Jackson's pass.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, report. Sit on. Sit on. 180. Report. Go right here. Sit up.
To throw again is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. He'll try to do it himself. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, report.
Here's Jackson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Hey, middle. Hey, report. You. Hey.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he's going to step up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding Walker, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
20-yard line.
Jackson. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. There goes a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
At the 4-yard line.
Benson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got through, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Benson. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Looking deep here for Chase. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. He finds his man, complete. It's Ali. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Jackson going to keep it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Yo. Come on. 180. Nice shot. Sit hard! You are X. Sit hard.
To throw is Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd down and 4.
180. Shot. 180. Ready, shot.
Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he is caught, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, that last touchdown did nothing to affect the score here and who was going to win the game. but I know all of our fantasy friends were eagerly watching, and some people are dancing around happy right now.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for two.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. It's complete. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
Ravens 26. Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. So that last kickoff just a mere